Hello folks, Marie Pruden here. I just wanted to touch base with some of you guys. Some of you have been studying with me. This is a little bit of a reminder for those that are studying with me, and hopefully for those that haven't studied with me in a while, give you a little bit of an idea of how you can warm up with a little bit more mindfulness about what you're bringing to the table. One of the things I tell students in clinics is don't just go out to the arena and start doing things with your horses. I know that sounds silly to have to say that, but a lot of times we as humans, because we can be so direct line in what we want to do, we're always thinking about what we're going to do or what we have done. And one of the biggest things horses bring to the table is they're always present. And what does it mean to be present with our horse? So I tell students, take the time it takes to get your insides right. Horses will allow us into their space, into their energy, if we're present. If we're thinking about tomorrow or how we're going to get this task done, or we've got other things going on in our brain, the horses are less likely to want to share their space with us. And when I say share their space, they could give us such subtle ideas as to when they're not interested in sharing that space, and we may miss them so easily. So a mindfulness walk, when you first get into the arena, is you're not asking anything of your horse. And what I want you to play with is walking and taking very deep breaths, and count the amount of strides that you breathe in and see if you can match that on breathing out. Work on yourself, deep breathing. Don't worry about the horse. Just worry about getting yourself a little more present. So you don't have anything to think about but your breath. Deep breaths. Within that, can you recognize changes in your horse? Can you recognize that their breath changes when you start becoming more present and in the moment? You'll see that I change sides here in a little bit. Is it different when you're on one side than the other? Does your horse start giving you some subtle breath changes when you switch sides? That could show just a little bit of anxiety that we may miss in a normal situation. Is their head high? Is their head low? Are they able to stay up there with you? Can you kind of just walk with them side by side without dragging them along? Are they willing to be with you? Are they hesitant in their gait? All these little things are super important to recognize when you're with your horse. The breath is the biggest one, though. If you can just be with your horse and recognize their breath and try to match their breath, then a lot of times they can appreciate just being. And I think that's something that we have a tendency, not just with our horses, but in life in general, is to just be. I like to go out and hang out with my horses with absolutely no intention at all. And this mindfulness walk before you get started gives you the opportunity to see if they're ready for you to share their space. Hope this helps. Go out and take a mindfulness walk with your horse. Have a great day, everyone.